So, this is the story of the first time I ever went to a strip club. One of the very few times I've ever been to a strip club. I think I've been to three or four strip clubs in my life. Um, Strip club's not really my thing. I don't want to pay a girl to take her clothes off and then not sleep with me. Uh, I certainly don't want to pay a girl to sleep with me. So, strip club's not really what I'm into. Uh, the one exception being the Claremont Lounge in Atlanta because it's awesome yet disgusting. So there's that. Anyway, so first time I ever went to a strip club, it was my friend Brett's 21st birthday, and we met up with some friends up in Kennesaw, and we ended up going to this little dive bar where we were the youngest people there. It was mostly just old senior citizens drinking the rest of their days away, and we get there, and I didn't know many of the people that we were with. It was me and Brett and our friend Will, and then some of Will's friends. And anyway, at one point in the night, these two girls, uh, I don't remember their names. We'll call them Blondie and Glasses, which is descriptive. And these two girls find out while we're there. They're like, "Oh, you're." It's. They go to Brett and they're like, "It's your 21st birthday," and he's drunk and he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We're taking you to a strip club," and he's like, "Okay." So we, I have to sober up because I have the biggest car and can fit the most people. So we're at the bar for another maybe half hour as I'm sobering up. Uh, and we get in the cars. A couple people have to go and pay their rent. It's 2 in the morning. Okay, it's 1:30 in the morning, and these people want to go pay their rent. So we go back to their apartment, and they go and pay the rent. Um, Brett isn't still in the back seat of my car. I'm still in the driver's seat. These people are off doing whatever, and I hear him go, "Dude," I'm like, "What?" Uh, I think I'm gonna throw up. Dude, do not throw up in the back seat of my car. He's like, okay. And then he hangs his head out the window and vomits on the ground in the parking lot of this apartment complex. And I hand him some napkins from the glove box, and he cleans himself up, and everything's fine. Everybody gets back in the car, kind of skipping over the puddle of vomit. And so we start to head out, and uh, we're not even out of the parking lot yet when Brett's like, dude, like, yeah, pull over. And he opens the door and pukes on the ground again. I hand him the last of the napkins I have in the glove box. He cleans himself up. We go to the gas station because I need gas. My boy Will want some cigarettes. So we stop there. Brett vomits in the trash can at the gas pump and then goes inside to the bathroom and vomits in there too. Um, and then we eventually we're on our way. I will say that Brett vomited 7 times in Cobb County, including one time on I-75. Um, so the plan was to go to this strip club called Tiffany's. If you don't know where Tiffany's was, because it's gone now, it was on I think Northside Drive. In fact, if you're familiar with Atlanta or you lived here for a while, there was a time when this bus of baseball players, like I think college baseball players, uh, went off of an overpass and crashed onto the interstate. Um, that happened directly next door to Tiffany's. Uh, the night before, actually, this story happened. That was the night before, and so we could actually see the hole in the side of the overpass where it went over. There was still like some debris on the bottom. It's very sad. Actually, several people died. It really sucks. And sorry, I brought it up now. Anyway, we go to Tiffany's, and they're closed. And we're like, well, this was a big wasted effort, and that really sucks. Um, but Glasses, she uh, pipes up and she's like, actually, I work on this road. There's another strip club right down the road. It's called Girls Are Fun, and we should go there. And so we're like, yeah, great idea. We all pack into the car, And we head down, and sure enough, uh, just a few miles down the road is this kind of like shopping center, and like it's this rundown, shitty, awful thing. Um, there's like Bob's Bait and Taxes, and like this little corner store. It's just kind of gross. And right there in the middle is Girls Are Fun. And let me tell you, I thought we were gonna get stabbed. Like this was a shitty place. The sign for it was one of those like marquee signs where you put the letters up, and some of them are missing, and the R is backward, like Toys R Us. And let me assure you, that's where the similarities ended with Toys R Us. But um, like some of the letters are missing now. It says Gills Are Foo, and the lights are like haphazardly blinking, like in a horror movie. It was awful. But this is where everybody wanted to go, so is that. So we go in, and we open the door to the place, and this very cute brunette walks by, wearing this white thing. It just looked like a long tank top, really. And she's carrying like a pitcher of beer, and she's like, "Hey guys, welcome to Girls Are Fun. She'll be with you in a minute." And she walks through this door, never to be seen again. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so the girl that she was referencing comes around the corner, and oh god, it was this like heroin thin black girl wearing a purple bra, purple thong, black stilettos. Looks like she just loves working there. And she's like, "Welcome to Gills Are Foo. Girls Are Fun, whatever. My name is Strong Out Bitch." Um, Now we're thinking that this is a strip club with a stage and a bar and girls that dance on the stage and stuff like that. No, Girls Are Fun apparently is famous for two things: private rooms and glory holes. If you don't know what a glory hole is, kudos to you, but I'm going to tell you. It's literally a hole in the wall where a man can stick his penis in it, and then hopefully a woman on the other side does nice sexual things to his penis. Uh, it does not necessarily have to be a woman. It could be a man. It could be a goat. I don't know. Um, we didn't have anything to do with the glory holes. Uh, this girl proceeds to go through the rates for the private rooms. Tells us that 10 minutes is $25, 20 minutes is $50, 30 minutes is $75, as if we can't do math. And this guy Mark that's with us, who's known Brett for about 2 hours at this point, goes, "Here's 40 bucks. Give him the 10-minute thing. Just give me my change." And so she leads Brett down this hallway, never to be seen again. Or no, he came back. Um, she comes back to give Mark his change, and he's like, "Hey, let me get a beer." And she's like, "We don't serve alcohol." So now we're wondering what the fuck kind of place this is, because that girl we thought had beer in that pitcher that she carried around before she disappeared forever into that doorway. But I don't know. So then she tells us that they're closing, and we need to wait outside. He's going to be the last customer of the evening. So we all kind of pile outside, and we're talking, smoking cigarettes, and it's kind of chilly, so we start getting in the car. We're not even all in the car yet when Brett comes walking out, and like Mark is the only one still out of the car, and Brett says something to him, and Mark starts laughing his ass off, and we're like, "What? What happened? What's up?" Brett Brett's starting to get closer to the car, and Mark just leans in and he goes, "He puked on the stripper! He puked on the stripper!" Like, what are you talking about? Are you serious? So Brett gets in the car, like, "You gotta tell us what happened." So he's like, so she leads me in the to this room, and it's just this empty room with a chair in it. And I sit down in the chair, and he thought, as we thought, that, if there's gonna be a private room, he at least gets to pick the girl. Maybe there's a lineup, and he'd be like, "You and you and you and maybe that goat." I don't know. No, he gets strung out, bitch. Apparently, she comes in, rubbing oil on her boobs, and he just sees her and vomits on her. And she's like, "Do you want to leave?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he walks out. And so Mark's understandable question at this point is, "Did you get my money back?" And Brett says the best line ever. He goes, "No, I figured I'd let her keep it as like, maintenance fee." Anyway, that was the first time I ever went to a strip club. Um, it was probably the worst strip club ever. It doesn't even exist anymore. That place shut down a couple years back. But yeah, that's the story of Girls Are Fun. So there's no moral here. I don't just be careful where you go to see naked girls, I guess. Eh.